Far beyond the tallest mountains, hidden beneath endless stars, there lived a boy who dreamed of worlds no one else believed existed. Act 1. The Boy Who Dreamed of the Stars. Elias lies on the roof of his small house staring at the sky while drawing stars in an old notebook. Wind gently blows through his messy hair. Elias said, "One day, I'm going to touch the stars." Bright sunny morning. Villagers carry baskets, children run through market streets, birds fly overhead. Elias watches the distant glowing forest on the mountain. Two villagers whisper nervously. Villager 1. The forest glowed again last night. Villager 2. That place has been cursed for generations. Elias becomes curious. Inside the village library. Dusty books everywhere. Old librarian shows Elias an ancient drawing of a giant glowing tree. Librarian said, "Long ago, people believed a doorway to the sky existed inside the whispering forest." Elias. A doorway. Librarian. But the path disappeared hundreds of years ago. Elias stares at the drawing with wonder. Night falls. Elias notices mysterious glowing blue lights floating near the forest edge. Soft whispers echo through the wind. The lights move deeper into the trees. Elias. What are you? He follows them cautiously. Dark, magical forest. Glowing mushrooms illuminate the path. Floating lights swirl around Elias. Branches move gently like they are alive. Whispers grow louder. Whispering voices. Find the light. Elias grows nervous but continues walking. Elias reaches an enormous glowing silver tree larger than a castle. Its roots pulse with moonlight. Symbols begin glowing across the bark. The tree slowly opens, revealing a magical doorway filled with swirling stars. Elias. No way. Wind bursts outward from the portal. The floating lights circle him. After a deep breath, Elias steps inside. Elias falls gently through glowing clouds. Suddenly, he lands softly on floating grass. He slowly looks up. Massive floating islands drift across the sky. Silver waterfalls pour into the clouds below. A gigantic glowing moon hangs close overhead. Flying creatures soar between floating castles. Elias. This place is real. Tiny glowing creature bumps into Elias' face. It spins around excitedly. Lumi. Bui. Elias laughs. Elias. You can fly. Lumi proudly spins in circles. The creature grabs Elias' sleeve and pulls him forward. Massive cinematic reveal. Beautiful glowing city made of silver crystal towers. Sky bridges connect floating islands. Moonlight reflects everywhere. Children ride glowing flying creatures. Magical spirits float through the streets. Elias is speechless. Royal Palace balcony. Princess Seline stands beneath moonlight watching darkness slowly spread across distant islands. Lumi arrives dragging Elias behind. Royal guards react nervously. Guard. A human from below the clouds? Seline turns toward Elias calmly. Seline. So, the prophecy was true. Seline leads Elias through ancient glowing halls. Large cracks appear inside giant moon crystals. Parts of the kingdom flicker dark. Seline. The moon is losing its light. Elias. But how? Seline. Something ancient has awakened. Thunder echoes. Dark shadows move outside the windows. Ancient chamber filled with floating glowing symbols. A mural shows a child beneath the stars restoring the moon. Seline. For centuries, we waited for the child from the world below. Elias. You think that's me? Seline. The moon chose you. Elias looks uncertain. Suddenly, the palace shakes violently. Dark shadow creatures crash through windows. Citizens scream. Guards battle shadow monsters. Purple darkness spreads across walls. Seline. Run. Lumi pulls Elias through collapsing hallways. Massive action sequence. Elias, Seline, and Lumi race across glowing bridges suspended over the clouds. Shadow creatures chase them. Bridges crack behind them. Flying beasts attack overhead. Elias barely saves Lumi from falling. They arrive at the sacred moon chamber. The massive moon crystal is missing. Everything begins darkening rapidly. Seline. No. Elias. What happens if the moon dies? Seline looks terrified. Seline. Both our worlds disappear into darkness. The trio departs aboard a glowing flying creature. They travel through massive cloud oceans beneath starlight. To save both worlds, they would journey farther than anyone ever had before. Beautiful floating jungle islands. Glowing birds fly everywhere. Ancient ruins hidden in vines. Lumi playfully chases glowing butterflies. Elias finally smiles again. Magical pond reflects memories instead of reflections. Elias sees his late mother. Young Elias crying as his mother tells him stories about stars. Seline. She knew about this place. Ancient ruins reveal a hidden mural. It shows Elias' mother visiting the Moon Kingdom as a child. Elias. My mother was here? Seline. She once helped save the moon. Elias realizes destiny connects his family to the kingdom. Dark castle hidden inside storm clouds. The Shadow King finally revealed. Massive terrifying figure made of living darkness. He places the stolen moon crystal onto his throne. Shadow King. The age of light is ending. Purple storms spread across the sky. Massive action scene. Elias and friends fly through dangerous lightning storms. Flying rocks crash around them. Lumi's light protects them from shadow creatures. Ancient floating temple above endless clouds. Huge glowing doors open slowly. Inside lies the final piece needed to restore the moon. The heart of light. But taking it awakens giant stone guardians. Massive chase sequence. Temple collapses. Stone guardians attack. Elias grabs the heart of light. The trio escapes just before the temple falls into the clouds below. The Moon Kingdom now almost completely dark. Purple storms consume the sky. Shadow creatures everywhere. The palace floats surrounded by darkness. Seline. This ends tonight. Inside the throne room, the Shadow King rises from darkness. Huge cinematic battle. Seline fights with moonlight magic. Lumi protects Elias. Elias struggles to reach the moon crystal. The Shadow King overpowers everyone. The moon begins dying completely. Everything fades dark. Lumi slowly floats toward Elias. Elias. Lumi. The tiny creature transfers all its light into Elias. Lumi disappears. Elias. No. Lumi. Emotional silence. Elias places the heart of light into the moon crystal. Massive explosion of silver light. Darkness shatters across the sky. The Shadow King disintegrates. Light spreads across every floating island. The moon shines brighter than ever before. Small glowing spark appears. Lumi reforms from moonlight. Lumi. Bui. Elias hugs the floating creature happily. Celebration across the kingdom. Citizens cheer. Seline places a glowing moon pendant around Elias' neck. Seline. You will always be part of this kingdom. Elias smiles proudly. Elias steps back through the ancient tree portal. Morning sunlight shines over his village. Everything seems peaceful again. But when he looks up, the moon glows brighter than before. Lumi secretly peeks from inside his satchel. Elias. You came back. Lumi giggles. The ancient tree glows once more. New magical pathways appear inside the forest. And somewhere beyond the clouds, new adventures were only beginning.